Good afternoon, dear students. In this video lecture, I will be discussing some of the problems of quadrilaterals. Actually, some of this 2-3 students have sent me the problems, so I have to solve. So they have asked like question number 11, subpart 4, quadrilateral subpart 4. In this, it is a figure given. I hope all of you can identify which type of figure it is. This side is parallel. Now we have to calculate this. We have to find the value of x, y, and z. So we can see that all the four sides are equal and all the four sides are parallel. So I hope it is a parallel. It is a rhombus. Obviously, it is a rhombus, and under rhombus, it is a special type of rhombus that is called as parallelogram. Under this special type of parallelogram, it is called as a rhombus. So if it is a rhombus, since all the four sides are equal and parallel, so I can write y plus 4 is equal to 13 centimeter. So y will be equal to 13 minus 4, that means 9 centimeter. In this way we got the value of y. Now second part they are asking, find the value of x, find the value of z. So how you will be calculating the value of y and z? Very easy. You can write 75 plus x will be equal to 180 degree. Why? Because see here, this and this is forming a co-interior angle pair. As you all remember, in case of parallel line and its transversal in class 7, we have seen that when two lines are running parallel and a transversal is cutting, so the intersecting, bisecting, or passing through it, then the angle inside the parallel lines, and the transversal, parallel line and the transversal, and they lie on the same side, then it is called as co-interior angle, and their sum will be equal to 180 degree. So from here I can say that 180 degree minus of 75 degree, which means it is equal to 105 degree. Now if you want to mention the reason here, 75 plus x is equal to 180, you can write co-interior angle. So always you should practice, whenever you are having reasons to state, you should state. It is very good practice to state the reasons why you have taken this is equal to 180. So this is the reason, co-interior angle. Second, you can write 75 plus z is equal to 180 degree. Again, you can write co-interior angle, right? So it will be equal to 180 minus of 75. That means 105 degree. So in this way, we have solved question number 11, sub part 2. Now I have to solve question number 11, sub part 7. So for that I have to clean the board. So let me clean the board first. So next question is question number 11, subpart 7, right? So it is given here, question 11, subpart 7, that here it is a square. It is a square in which one diagonal is here and another one is like this. Here it is mentioned as P, and this angle is equal to 83. So as you all know, in case of a square, all the four angles are equal to 90 degree, and the angle at the corners like this angle and this angle will be equal to 45. This side is equal to this side. It is already given because all the four sides will be equal. So if it is 90 degrees, so remaining two angles will have to, this has to be 45 because it will form an isosceles triangle. Corner angle 90 degrees, so 45 will make 180 degree. So directly you can say x is equal to 45 degree. Reason, if you want, you can write the name of that figure ABCD. You can write DCB is isosceles, right angle isosceles, RT, right angle isosceles triangle. right angle isosceles triangle. Therefore, x is equal to 45. So this is your 45. Now you can see here y, this triangle, if you see PCB, this is also a triangle. PCB is a triangle, and this angle will be its exterior angle. From the exterior angle property, you can say x plus y is equal to 83 degree. X we have already calculated, that is 45 plus y is equal to 83. So y will be equal to 83 minus of 45. So how much? 13 minus 5 means 8. Here 7 minus 4 will be 3. So y is equal to 38 degree. So you got y is equal to 38 degree. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of two interior opposite angle. That you can write. I hope all of you know. I'm not writing. Second is what we have to. Third is we have to find the value of z. Now how to calculate the value of z? As you all can see, again we can apply exterior angle property. This already we have calculated, that is 38. This is whole. This whole will be equal to 90 degree, right? This is 45, so this will also be equal to 45 because this is diagonal. So 90 plus 38 should be equal to z. So I can write 90 plus y is equal to z. 90 plus z by y is 38 is equal to z. Therefore, z will be equal to 128 degree. Here also exterior angle property of triangle. So in the same way, you can solve the other problems. You have to just apply your logic. Here y, x, and how we are calculating. Now after this, we are having question number 14. Now how to calculate question number 14? They are saying we have to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. AE and CF bisect angle A and C respectively. Prove that AE is parallel to FC. Very good. So it is a parallelogram with naming A, B, C, D, this line and this line. Correct. So here we are having E, here we are having F. Now we have to prove, what we have to do? We have to prove that AE is equal to FC. So first of all of you think how you are going to solve AE is equal to AE parallel to FC. So there are two things it is given here, that first of all ABCD is a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, that means all the four sides or two pairs of opposite side, each pair will be parallel to each other or may be equal or whatsoever. It is a parallelogram. Okay. After that, you see, we know the property of parallelogram, that opposite angle of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angle of a parallelogram are equal. Suppose I am having a parallelogram x, y, z, p. So this angle will be equal to this angle. This angle will be equal to this angle. This is the property of a isosceles. This is the property of a parallelogram. Now if it is equal and I say it is being bisected. Bisected means divided into two parts, divided into two equal halves, not two parts, divided into two equal halves. So if I have this whole angle as 2x, this whole angle will also be equal to 2x. Opposite angles are equal. Now this line AE bisects angle A. That means this angle will be equal to x. This angle will also be equal to x. Similarly, this whole was 2x, so this angle equal to x. This angle is also equal to x. Can I write like this? So the answer will be obviously I can write. Why? Because opposite angles are equal. So I have taken that angle A and angle C. I can write angle A is equal to angle C. Proving part, I am just writing. I am trying to explain you with the help of the information, data by putting the numerical values, by putting x and y. But in case of proving, if you want, you can simply write and prove. That also I will tell you. But first you observe this. This angle A is entirely one angle, angle C is one angle, and they both are equal. I have taken 2x, so it will be x, 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 x. Now since this line is parallel to this line is parallel to this line, so this angle will also be equal to x. Interior alternate angle. Similarly, this angle will also be equal to x. That means similarly, interior alternate angle. Now, can you see one thing? That here, this angle and this angle are equal. So, in which condition do we get that equal angles? This type is called, what type of, please try to find out the name. It is, is it called as co-interior, or is it called as, what do you call, interior alternate, or another name? There is one more name that I am just missing on. If not, let's see here. This angle will be equal to 180 degree minus x. This angle also equal to 180 minus x. Opposite angles are equal. That means AEFC is what? AFC is a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, opposite sides will be parallel. So my dear students, with the help of x value, I have made you understand, made you explain this thing. Once again I would like to say, remind you, means how we have calculated. If I will take this as whole as x or whatever measurement, this as whole, so it will also be half. Suppose A, here it is A, here it is C, so it will be A by 2, here also A by 2, here C by 2, here C by 2, but we know angle A is equal to angle C, so angle A by 2 will be equal to angle C by 2. So this angle, this angle, this angle as well as this angle. Now this angle will be equal to this angle A by 2, interior alternate angle. So this angle will be equal to 180 minus A by 2. This angle will be equal to 180 minus C by 2, which means these two angles are opposite equal, these two are opposite equal. This whole figure is a parallelogram. Now let me write here. Angle A is equal to angle C, because since ABCD is parallelogram. Angle A by 2 is equal to angle C by 2. Angle name I will be writing here. Angle EAF is equal to angle AED is equal to A by 2. Interior alternate angle. Interior alternate angle. You write, my dear students. I am having lack of space. Second, we can write angle ECF is equal to angle CFB is equal to C by 2, interior alternate angle. This is equal to this angle. After that, you write this angle. That means angle AEC will be equal to 180 minus of angle A by 2. Similarly, angle AFC will be equal to 180 minus angle C by 2. Now these two angles are opposite, therefore we can say AECF is parallelogram. AEFC is a parallelogram because opposite pairs of angles are equal. Opposite pair of angles are equal, therefore AE will be parallel to FC. This is what we have to prove. This is based upon the properties of parallelogram. If you have read, if you have gone through the numerical problems, example problems, definitely you all will be able to solve. Thank you.